Hey everybody, what's going on out there? It's been a minute since I posted. Number one, I appreciate everyone's support who tunes in to the Patreon channel here, Fitness and Health Investment Initiative. I've taken a little time off. There have been some life events that required my attention, but here we are today. Got the guns going, we're ready to go. And I just wanted to talk briefly about the Fitness and Health Investment Initiative. Why it was I did iMotivate Me, and I'm going to try to break it down really quickly here. It's not just about the pull-ups, push-ups, the crunches. It's not about the physicality of your fitness and health. It's the holistic aspect of it. You take a look around you and the things that we have access to. We are exposed to everything that you can think of, every single emotional trigger out there, from social media to dating apps. Think about the access we have to everyone out there, okay? And its effect that it has on how we treat each other. Now, think back to our parents, divorce rates being as high as they are in the country, the infidelity, the way we behave and treat ourselves. I've talked before about my path in discovering the self, having to take responsibility for the things that were repeating in my life. It's a loop, it's an attachment loop, it's a behavioral loop that we get caught in before you have to stop after all the pain from heartbreak or whatever the case, or failure, or something that didn't go well in your life that probably could have been prevented if you had but controlled your emotions and taken a step back from things instead of being reactionary and an anxious type. You take a step back and you learn about yourself. You learn to break down why it is, get to the root cause of why it was. The issues that we had in childhood, from parents breaking apart or having an unhealthy relationship, you carry that unconsciously often into your future, and you end up behaving in a certain way that leads us down a path of being unhealthy and unfit. And that's from a holistic perspective. And so I started to see through the system. I started to see the inequities that existed out there, and I wanted no part of it. I wanted to identify the real problems. Number one, by identifying that which exists within you unconsciously, why it is that you seek validation externally from others and how that impacts your relationships. Number one, the relationship with yourself, but number two, your relationship with your family members, your friends, and those important romantic relationships that we love so much, right? The people that you love, the attraction you have and then lose. Why is it that this happens with people who love each other, for example? So when you start to develop that relationship with yourself and you start to realize that because you lack self-love, self-respect, self-dignity, you were lacking foundational principles that I put on my website on iMotivate Me, you lack consistency, you lack discipline, you lack investment, you're spending, you're squandering, you're not investing towards a fruitful gain, towards a profit. You define what profit is. What is it about ourselves that we're lacking, so that we don't have to seek it from anybody else? We can rather live in those values, in those principles, and in those virtues to attract what it is we want. Live through what we want to do, the ideas we have. And thus we attract everything else with it. And those that are attracted to it and the things that are attracted become a part of it. And you share and you invest in those things that become a part of your frame or your purpose. That's what iMotivate Me was all about. That's what it was all about. That's the essence of it. This is not just pull-ups, push-ups, and crunches, ladies and gentlemen. This is a holistic approach to talking about the things in life that need discussed, because we are at a precipice in society where we are failing ourselves. We're failing each other. We're not treating each other correctly. And a lot of times it's unconscious. So how can we get to a point where we take a step back, alleviate all the static and noise, and understanding what the static represents and what it does to you, to make you think you're not worthy for whatever idea it is that you want to do? What makes you so ashamed or fearful of being what you're meant to be, what you know you want to be? And we're able to take a step back, sit in some silence, let it hurt if necessary, and get to the root cause so that we don't have to treat the symptoms any longer. You're overweight, take medication. Lack sleep, take medication, put a mask on. No, no, no. Let's get to the root causes of the problems, because once you start to live in the unconscious and you bring it forward to the surface, you actually increase your brain capacity. You're able to define your own words. This is why I do definition of the week, word of the week. You start to be able to observe other data and information that you normally wouldn't. You see the world differently. You understand that you have found the love within yourself that you were looking for all along, even though you were looking for it in another person. Now you found it within yourself. Now you have that dignity and respect that you have to use boundaries to protect, healthy boundaries. And in doing so, you can share that love. You can share that dignity and respect with others because you found it within yourself. You started to love yourself. And that is the essence of I Motivate Me. That's what it's supposed to be all about. And so I thought I'd check in. Again, I appreciate everybody's support. We're going to be coming out with a couple of tiered programs here in the near future. So I'm looking forward to that. We've been building some things up, and I look forward to bringing some knowledge, some data, some information, some research, and some experience to our holistic fitness and health out there, because we need it. You need to be resilient in the near future. Take a look around you. The world's in chaos. It's a beautiful thing. Remember, two binary stars dance around each other in chaos, but through that chaos, beauty is created. There is new creation. That's your imagination. Those are your ideas. That's your personal initiative to take action. All right, everybody. Peace.